We all know weather is on the minds of many Americans as they travel for this Thanksgiving holiday. Now we're getting an idea of how the weather will look over the winter. Meteorologist Stephanie Abrams from our partners at the Weather Channel is back with the winter outlook for where you live.
Nate, an important factor behind this year's winter outlook is El Niño, which is marked by warm water temperatures in the tropical Pacific. It often brings above average precipitation across much of the southern U.S. It's also known for bringing above average warmth from the northern Rockies to the upper Midwest. California could be a big precipitation winner this winter. Remember last year, the Sierra had a near record snow season. Meteorologist Marina Jarica at CBS Los Angeles dives into this season's outlook.
This could play out in two different ways. The warm mid-latitudes playing with the tropical Pacific El Niño could offset the production of storms, but it could also make any Pacific storms that form juicier by the atmospheric sponge with warmer and wetter storms.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida has experienced its wettest year on record after more than 9 feet of rainfall, and higher than usual rainfall is likely through the winter. CBS Miami's Cindy Pressler explains why.
This time around, El Niño is expected to be strong and will last through winter into spring, bringing the storm track from the Gulf of Mexico and right into Florida. That means we're going to see increased chances for thunderstorms, severe weather, and possibly tornado events.
While it's a wet story for the South, we're talking about warmth in the North. CBS Detroit's Ahmed Badji has more on how this warmth could affect the Great Lakes.
That polar jet stream bumps itself up. Another jet down to the south brings more warmth in, which means warmer and slightly drier than average for the Great Lakes area, but it can mean more lake effect.
And the outlook for above average temperatures extends all across the northern U.S., including Pittsburgh, where we find meteorologist Ron Smiley.
Here's what we're forecasting. Unlike last year, we'll start off with unseasonably warm weather in place through the end of the year. Temperatures will remain warm in January and in February. Then temperatures will be more close to the average for both March and April.
New England is known for blockbuster snowstorms, but CBS Boston's Eric Fisher has seen a common trend during El Niño years.
How will it play out? I think it's going to be another one of those years where winter doesn't really get going, hit a groove until around MLK Day, so kind of mid-January. And we've treated that as kind of the start of winter in a lot of recent seasons, more back-loaded than front-loaded.
And just released in this year's National Climate Assessment, we're seeing a decline in the number of cold days across most of the U.S. compared to the last century, particularly in the West and the Northeast. And Vlad, it's a trend that's likely to continue long-term with sharper declines in the number of days below 32 degrees by the end of this century. It's just one sign of our warming planet, which could have dire long-term consequences.
I know those consequences are dire, Stephanie, but I don't mind not freezing every time I step out the door. I know it's bad, so.
I hear you. I hear you.
Stephanie Abrams, thank you very much.